Once again, it is a privilege to be welcomed into your homes. Today we are reading from Matthew chapter 17, verse 22 to 27. As Jesus and his disciples were gathering in Galilee, Jesus said to them, "The Son of Man is to be handed over to men, and they will kill him, and he will be raised on the third day." And they were overwhelmed with grief. When they came to Capernaum, the collectors of the temple tax approached Peter and said, "Does not your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes," he said. When he came into the house, before he had time to speak, Jesus asked him, "What is your opinion, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth take tolls or census tax? From their subjects or from foreigners?" When he said from foreigners, Jesus said to him, "Then the subjects are exempt. But that we may not offend them, go to the sea, drop in a hook, and take the first fish that comes up. Open its mouth, and you will find a coin worth twice the temple tax. Give that to them for me and for you." There are two parts to the readings. In the first part, Jesus announces his coming suffering and death. As a result, we are told a great sadness came over the disciples. Sadness is the normal response when we are faced with the departure or the death of someone we love. We have all known that kind of sadness, the sadness that engulfs the disciples. To some extent, we live with it all the time, yet we cannot allow such sadness to dominate us. We have to keep going in the strength the Lord gives. In the reading, Jesus and the disciples keep traveling on after this moment of harsh reality. Eventually, they come to Capernaum, the home of Simon Peter. There, a strange little incident takes place. The half-shekel tax is the tax that every Jew in the time of Jesus paid annually towards the upkeep of the temple. On the one hand, Jesus says that he and his disciples are exempt from paying this tax because Jesus himself is the new temple. On the other hand, Jesus tells Peter to pay the tax so as not to offend the religious leaders. In other words, Jesus declares freedom in this regard, but then recommends putting this freedom to one side for the moment so as not to give unnecessary offense. Dear friends, in that way, Jesus reminds us that although we may be free in regard to certain matters, sometimes it can be right not to use our freedom when the good of others is at stake. Shalom. Peace.